Hello, my name is Alex, I'm a patchwork nerd, and it's time for a novel update. For those of you who don't know, I am currently on draft number 2 of my novel, Strange, a Manuscript. I am currently working on re-outlining my entire novel before I jump into draft number 2. Outlining has been going very slow. My original plan was to spend 2 weeks doing my outline and then jumping into writing draft number 2. It has been almost a month since I made that initial plan. There's a couple of reasons why I've been struggling with my outline. One of them is that I am completely overhauling the entire middle section of my novel. The beginning and the end are pretty much staying the same, but I'm adding in subplots, I'm taking away characters, I'm adding characters, and overall the story arc during the middle part is being completely overhauled. So it's taking a long time and I'm trying to make sure it's perfect. Another thing I've been running into is I have been trying to avoid a lot of cliches that I thought the first draft had. I almost felt like the first draft was my way of letting go of all the predictability, and now I'm trying to branch out and be more experimental, and because of that it's taking a long time to create the outline because I don't want to do the experiments while I'm writing the novel. I want to just have my plan and go, because a lot of times when I just fly by the seat of my pants I tend to flounder and drown. I want the pantsing portion of my novel to be during the outline, and I want to dive in with a full plan, and that's why the outline is taking so long. It's currently looking like I might not finish this outline until the end of this quarter. I divide my schedule up into 3 months per quarter. The end of March will be the end of this first quarter, and I really will be surprised if I am done with my outline by then, at the rate I'm going. Another big reason why this has been taking a lot longer than expected is because I've taken several breaks from outlining to work on other projects and to try to declutter my mind. I suffer from anxiety problems, and a lot of times when I don't know what to do, I get very high anxiety and I start to panic, and then I just don't write anything. And I finally reached that point where I realized that forcing myself to write this novel was not going to be productive. I needed to step away from it and give myself at least a couple of days. And that was really helpful because there were some things that I figured out because of the break, and a few ideas finally untangled themselves because of it. Overall, I'm stuck on one last huge thing, and it's whether or not to add this one subplot to the story, and I can't decide if it's productive for the story or not. The other huge thing that I've been struggling with this novel is I've had a few people read it. Actually, I've had several people read it, and one person pointed out to me that this novel is very susceptible to being cliched in portions of it, and I take that very seriously because that's the last thing I want to do. And I've been kind of conflicted between, well, it's going to be original if I write it because I will write it my way, nobody else can write it the way that I do, and feeling like I have to make sure that this is a completely unique story. Oh crap, it's too much like this. Oh crap, it's too much like that. And that's when the anxiety kicks in, and then I freeze. And I have to slow myself down, and that's the big reason why I took that break. And I knew I was on the verge of having a panic problem. So I needed to step away from it. I have a really good friend that I was just venting this problem to, I'm so worried because people said this is a problem, or this could lead to problems, and this could be really cliche, and this is too similar to this, and it's really getting to me. She brought up an example that she has one friend that she knows will love her writing no matter what she does. And she's like, you just need that one person. You just have to reach the expectations of that one person. And at first I was like, okay, so I need to write for myself. And she's like, no, don't write for yourself, because that's a tremendous amount of pressure too, because you're trying to live up to your standards. Just write for one person. It could be a real person that you really respect their opinion, or it could be a made-up person. And by the end of that conversation, we had named that made-up person, and she's Jeanette. You need to just write for Jeanette. Jeanette is the only person in this world that I need to impress. I constantly try to remind myself, I scribble it in my notebook, I write it in my writing mission statement. All you have to do is write for Jeanette. I just have to meet her expectations for what she wants from me. One of the biggest things I can recommend from that lesson that I learned is You need to, if you're stuck with your writing and you're afraid that things are cliche and you're afraid everyone in the world is gonna hate your story and not understand it, just find that one person. It could be a real person like my friend has, or it could be a fictional person like I have. Just write for that one person. Find your Jeanette. What's the takeaway from all of this? I still have a ton of work to do, and I still have a ton of obstacles to overcome within myself. So how do I remedy that? In this case, I made up Jeanette, and now I feel a lot less pressure going forward with my outline. I'm hoping to do update videos on my novel at least once a month, but if you guys want more, please let me know. Either like this video or leave a comment down below. And if you have other writing topics you want me to talk about, please leave me a comment, or you can tweet me at patchworknerd. If you're new to my videos, please hit that happy little subscribe button down below. It really helps me out, and I promise I have really fun things on the horizon. Do you guys want to have a puppy appreciation moment?
Yes. He has that many pillows. We got new pillows, so he gets all the old comfy ones.